Assalamualaikum and hello to Dr. Hassel. We were from group 12, so we were going to present about the project visitor counter system. So this is our group member, Muhammad Shafil Azim, Nur Aliana Jiha, and me, Nur Amira Atira, Muhammad Amirul Hazim, and Nurul Ain. The project that we were making is a visitor counter system. So this is the quick introduction about this project. A visitor counter is an innovative, practical solution for monitoring foot traffic in various settings such as malls, offices, and event venues. The system leverages the capabilities of PIC microcontrollers to accurately count the number of individuals entering or exiting a specified area. By integrating sensor at entry and exit points, the microcontroller processes the data in real time, ensuring precise visitor tracking. The visitor count is then displayed on a digital screen, providing an easy-to-read and immediate reference for management and security purposes. This technology not only enhances operational efficiency, but also aids in crowd management and safety compliance.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I'm Nur Aliana Jiha. So today I'll be explaining about the key hardware component of our system and how they work together to make everything function smoothly. So the first one is microcontroller. Okay. The microcontroller, which is PIC 1845550, it acts as the central processing unit of our system. It processes input signals from the sensor and control the output device such as LCD and LED to ensure smooth operation. Next, we have infrared sensor. It places strategically at the entry and the exit points. So this sensor detects a person's movement and sends signals to the microcontroller. Okay, so our system use different resistor for specific functions, okay, such as R1 and R2. These are 10k ohm pull-down resistor that stabilize the signal when the sensors are inactive. So the next one is R3. This is a current limiting resistor that controls the current flowing through the LED. Okay, last one is R4. It's a pull-up resistor that connected to the reset pin of the microcontroller. Okay, so next, the crystal oscillator, it provides a clock signal to the microcontroller. So next, the LCD display, which is LMO32L, it used to show the real-time count of visitor. Okay, like LCD display, LED also act as a visual signal to complementing the LCD display for a real-time monitoring. Okay, the power supply is the backbone of our system. It provides the necessary voltage and current for the operation. Okay, lastly, the reset button allows for manual system restart. This function is particularly useful for clearing the current people count and reinitializing the microcontroller. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. So my name is Amirul. I will explain about the decode. So in the header files and configuration, 18F4550 is the header of provide the definition of PIC controller, and then the use delay 20 MHz clock of for delay calculation, and then the fuse, watchdog, and that. So the pin definition is PB2 and PB3, a button for incrementing and decrementing to the room count. The reset is reset for button for resetting the count, servo 1 and servo 2, servo motor pins for controlling access, then LED is a LED for indicator pin lah. So in the variables, the current number and it tracks the number of people currently in the room, and the total people entered, it tracks the total number of people who have entered. The main function is that configure port B and port A as input for button, port C and port D as output for servos, LEDs and LCDs. It initialize the LCDs. Okay, so for the main loop, it reset the button. For reset button, it reset the count and turn off the LED if the reset button is pressed. Increment button is PB2, and then it increment the current number and the total people entered. It turns on an LED, moves servo to 135 degrees to allow entry and update the LCD. So the PB3 is decrement the button. It decrease the current number. Turn off the LED if the room becomes empty. move servo to 235 degree to allow exit and updates the LCD. In other state, it keeps the servo at 0 degrees. Okay, so the program functionality display the current and the total number of people, control the servo for entry and exit, toggles an LED based on a room occupancy, and allow the resetting count via a reset button. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Muhammad Syaiful Azim bin Rizwan. My metric number is B0822210049 and I will explain about the flowchart. This flowchart describes a system that initializes hardware, displays a welcome message, and then responds to button presses, reset increment and decrement. If reset is pressed, it resets the counters and display. If the increment button is pressed, it updates the LCD, increments a counter, turns on an LED, and moves a servo. If the decrement button is pressed, it decrements the counter. After decrement, if the count is 0, the LED is turned off and the total is displayed on the LCD. If the count is not 0, the system updates the LCD with the count value. It essentially tracks change and updates the display. Thank you.
So this is our system. First, before people enter the room, they will need to push the reset button, and then this is the sensor for people enter and exit. This counter visitor is for one door, so there's only one door for enter and exit. First, then people will enter the room and the counting will be keyed. So it will be shown at the LCD how many people is entering the room. Okay, so then after that, this is for the exit when people left, and the number will be decreasing. If people stop, there will be update of how many people in the room. And then after all the people is already left the room, the LCD will show the total people enter the room. And after that, do you notice the LED? Here is to on the room switch. So whenever there are people inside, the LED will be on. See, and then when all the people are left, the LED, the light of the room will be off. And then this is for uh, the room, how many degree the door will open. So let me say first. Then so the door will be open at 135 degree. Light will turn on. Then also for the exit, the door will be open 135 degree. People will left the room and there will be the number enter. Light will turn off.
So we can discuss about this project. The digital visitor counter effectively counter visitors using infrared sensor, reducing human error and providing real-time updates through an LCD display. It's adaptable design work well in various environments, including low light conditions. However, challenges included occasional false positives from overlapping movement and the need for stable hardware connection and consistent power supply. Improvement could include using advanced sensors like ultrasonic or laser for better accuracy, scaling the system for multiple entry and exit points, and adding data logging for historical trend analysis. Overall, the project successfully met its objective while identifying areas for future enhancement. Last but not least, we can conclude that digital visitor counter with a PIC microcontroller is a simple and effective way to count people entering and leaving a space. It uses sensors to track movement and provide accurate real-time data. The system works well in different setups and lighting conditions, making it useful in places like libraries or meeting rooms. By automating the counter process, it saves time, reduces errors, and helps with better management of spaces. That's all from us. Thank you.